In this lesson, we're practicing words that you will use at your next doctor's appointment. I actually hope you don't have to visit the doctor anytime soon, but if you do, you'll be ready with perfect English pronunciation to explain your symptoms and exactly how you're feeling, so no more confusion at the doctor's office. Let's get started with the lesson. Doctor's office and common illnesses. Illnesses is a tough word. Make sure you stress the first syllable a lot. Linger on the first syllable to make the rest of the word easier for you. Illnesses. Illnesses. Good. First, we're looking at illnesses that need an article. So you'll have to say an, or the in front of these words. A cold. A cough. A cut, an eye infection, a fever, a headache. Notice the CH at the end of headache is pronounced as a K. Headache, a headache, a migraine, a stomachache. Here we have two CHs masquerading as Ks, stomach with a K and ache with a K. Don't be fooled by the CH. Pronounce it as a cut. It can be CH in some places, but here it's a K. Stomachache. A sore throat. A sinus infection. A stroke. If you have trouble with that STR combination, use your little in there to help you get it right. Stroke. A stroke. A stroke. Speed it up. A stroke. A sunburn. Remember, equal stress on compound words. Sunburn. A sunburn. The flu. The hiccups. That's a word that doesn't sound the way it looks. The hiccups. The measles. Now we're looking at illnesses that do not need an article. So don't say an, or the in front of these words. Just use them as they are. Arthritis. Asthma. Asthma is tricky. Ignore the S and the TH. Just pronounce it as a Z. Asthma. I also want you to notice the A at the end of asthma. A lot of non-native speakers will see that letter and think, ah. They'll use an ah sound, so you'll hear asthma. In English, that doesn't happen. Most of the time when you see the letter A at the end of a word, especially if it's in the weakest syllable or the syllable where you rush, you're not going to pronounce it as ah. You're going to pronounce it as So not asthma, but asthma. Asthma. There are a few more of those in this lesson, so we'll be getting a little more practice on turning that final A into an as we move along. So just one more time. Asthma. Bronchitis. Anytime you have this ITIS ending, turn the T into a D. You can safely turn the T into a D. It always happens. Itis, itis, itis. So one more time in this word, bronchitis. Cancer. Diarrhea. Okay, not that I want to talk about diarrhea, but there's a lot happening in this word. There are tons of letters that you're actually not pronouncing. It doesn't look the way it sounds. So let's talk about diarrhea. Make sure you stress the re part of it the most, but the the H is not pronounced. The R doesn't change because it's a double R, and the A at the end is pronounced as an the same way it is in asthma. So not diarrhea, but diarrhea. Diarrhea. Really go for the re, and then the will feel a lot better. Just a really small, it's not a short sound because it still has the waviness that American vowels have, but don't open your mouth to give me a big sound, just an Diarrhea. That is enough about diarrhea, but you need to know how to say it the right way if it's a complaint for you or if it's a symptom of an illness. It happens. It's okay. Oh, one last thing about diarrhea. Use your Y shadow. Di-ya-ya-ya. That'll really help you connect those vowels. One more time. Diarrhea. Okay, I swear we're stepping away from diarrhea into diabetes. Diabetes. And stress the third syllable a lot. Sit on the E. Make it louder and longer. Diabetes. Eczema or dry skin. The CZ in eczema is pronounced as a G. So for the first syllable of this word, say egg, like the egg that you eat. Egg. Zema. Eczema. Eczema. And the A in the final syllable also is pronounced as so don't make a big deal out of it. Just kind of keep it small. Eczema. Eczema is also known as dry skin, so let's practice that too. Dry skin. Insomnia. The A at the end of insomnia is also an Don't make it an Pronounce it as Insomnia. Reflux. Reflux is rare in the sense that we give equal stress to both syllables. That doesn't happen a lot in a single word in English, unless it's a compound word. This isn't really a compound word because the RE is just a prefix, but do pronounce both syllables equally. Make sure they're both stressed. Reflux. 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 And I guess this is my slide. I have all of these illnesses, everything on this slide. Eczema, insomnia, reflux. These are my illnesses. Thankfully, they're not major illnesses, so I'm grateful for that. Moving on to pneumonia. We've talked about this in other lessons. If you see a PN at the beginning of a word, the P is not pronounced. Pneumonia. And our A at the end is also pronounced not but Pneumonia. Practicing the correct pronunciation of common words is one of the fastest, easiest ways to improve your speech. These are words that come up a lot, so find a little time to practice, just a few minutes every day, and you will hear the changes. If you have questions, let me know, and I will see you in another lesson.